We're here at Pain Relief and Physical Therapy in Havertown, Pennsylvania, going over the Turkish Get Up with a kettlebell. So you're going to start on your side. In this case, I'm on my right side. And this position is important just to, for safety. If you have a heavy bell, you want to keep your shoulders safe. So you want to really be on your side so you can pull that bell into you. And use the leverage of kicking your top leg out to help press that bell into the starting position. So that movement is a pattern going from this fetal position, kick the leg, and punch all in one motion. Okay, now you're going to pause there. You want to make sure you're in a good starting position. So you're going to make sure that this hand here, thumb is kind of back, so you're screwing your shoulder into the socket. Knee is out, not caved in. Alright, and then you're going to first move from on your back to your left forearm. So you're going to put a little pressure through this heel down into the ground, and you're going to get onto that forearm and elbow by putting a little pressure through the elbow there. Alright, it's going to be a little bit of a rotational motion towards your left, and then you pause there. So now you're on your forearm. It's important to keep this knee wide and this shoulder back into the socket. Alright, so you're pausing there. You'll make a straight line. You're always trying to make a straight line between the top arm and the bottom elbow, and eventually it'll be a straight arm. So from there, you go to the straight arm, digging the heel of the hand into the ground, and now you're into a straight arm position. Alright, doing the best to keep a pretty good straight line through there. Push through the heel of this foot and the heel of this hand. Elevate into a bridge, high bridge there. Straight leg, knees open. Okay, straight leg here. Alright, and this is important here. You want to make sure that this knee stays wide towards this wrist. You want to minimize the space between the knee and the wrist there to keep a nice stable position. So when you put that knee down, now if I take this hand away, which I'm going to have to do, I'm not going to fall straight on my face. I'm going to stay stable, and then I can take my time to readjust into a single kneel or half kneeling position. So the half kneeling position, you want to make sure that that looks pretty by keeping this thumb back at an angle that way, shoulder screwed into the socket. This knee is going to stay translating right over the middle of the foot there. This knee, hip, shoulder, ear, all in the same line. So if you were seeing the profile of this, they would all stay in the same line with minimal to no arch in the lower back. Okay, so you're feeling like you're pulling downward, pulling the rib cage down by keeping some abdominal tension there and screwing this shoulder into the socket. From there, you're going to put 90% of the pressure or so into that front leg as you push yourself into a standing position. And now you're standing. Okay, get set, take your time, and then you're going to slide back down. So when you slide back down, the toe is going to turn inward slightly, which internally rotates the hip, giving you a little bit of stability in that extended hip. Alright, and then you're going to go to, this hand's got to fall out laterally, so kind of directly outside of the knee there, as opposed to back towards the heel. So you keep this straight line between the arms. Okay, palm comes down. Now you're stable there. Now you have a good straight line through there. Good straight line through there. Alright, so you're going to have stability through this heel, palm of that hand, as you lift up and bring the left leg through, down to the hip, down to the elbow, and then you bring the belt into your body. Bring the left hand up to the right and pull it in tight. If that's a heavy bell, you're going to want to use two hands. You always want to This is not about, a feat of strength. It's trying to keeping good leverage, keeping yourself safe, so you're using proper movement patterns to move weight, and it'll be easier to move heavier weight. Alright, so that was on the right side, and then you just repeat that. You got everything tight, so you're going to roll now from the right side to the left side, and that's how you switch, and then you just repeat everything on that side. So we'll go through this side quicker. Kick the leg, punch up, stay open to the right elbow, bridge high, bring the knee through, get stable, put that arm behind your back because you have such good stability there. Stand up, slide that foot down, and just keep those straight lines and control on the way down. 2 hands brings the bell back in. Always finish back in that fetal position. Alright, it's the Turkish Get Up using a kettlebell.